Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News.
The news continues this afternoon. We're tracking a scam alert out of Moorhead. That's where police say the elderly are being targeted in a home health care scam.
Here's how they're saying it works. Police say that a woman who's wearing a lab coat has been going around door to door claiming that she needs to come in and check out medication bottles. WKYT's Victor Puente is in Laurel County with our top story at 12:30. Victor?
There could be more victims in this case. The woman who called police told them she was suspicious when the woman who came to her home asked to see actual bottles of medication instead of just a list. Now, the victim told police the woman came to her home on Wednesday wearing a white lab coat but with no tag or identification. She told the woman living there she was with St. Clair Home Health and she needed to check her medications. Police say the elderly woman does get visits from Home Health but didn't recognize the woman and didn't give her her medicine. The next day, when she got a visit from her actual home health provider, she asked them about the woman the day before. They told her they hadn't sent anyone, and that's when police were called. They want to get the word out about the attempt and to see if anyone else has encountered her.
If somebody's had something that's similar to this, if anybody's been by their house asking to see their medication or have stopped in to see their medication, just contact the police department so maybe we can, try to figure out what's going on exactly.
The woman is described as white, in her 40s, with dark hair, being slightly overweight. Police say she used the name Julie, but they believe that's most likely fake. In Moorhead, Victor Puente, WKYT.
Thank you, Victor. And police say if someone does come to your home and you aren't expecting them, you should always ask for identification.
A crash at a Lexington gas station today left a gas pump right on top of a vehicle this morning. Police tell us a car was trying to turn into the Thorntons on Woodhill Avenue near New Circle Road when it crashed with a van. That's when the driver lost control of her car and slammed into a gas pump. The impact knocked the pump over onto a truck. The driver said he got out of the truck just seconds before the crash.
Yeah, I'm pretty lucky, 15 seconds difference. And I'm maybe part of that accident instead of just a bystander with a vehicle involved. So yeah, very fortunate.
Police say the woman who caused the crash is not facing charges because officers didn't see it happen.
Deputies are searching for the suspect responsible in a stabbing in Laurel County. It happened last night in the Ravenwood Estates in London. The Corbin Times-Tribune reports a man was airlifted from St. Joseph, London to the University of Tennessee Hospital after being stabbed in the chest twice. The victim is in critical condition. Deputies say the man was stabbed by another man in what appears to be an act of self-defense. And in Knox County, a father was arrested and charged with 45 counts of criminal abuse. 25-year-old Skylar Wilson of Williamsburg was arrested after troopers say he admitted to abusing his child. They say a 5-year-old girl was taken to Baptist Health Corbin by her mother for treatment. Troopers say the girl was living with her father and had multiple bruises, cuts, and scabs from the abuse that covered her body.
Well, we're tracking a crime alert, that is a traffic alert, this time out of Fleming County this afternoon, where a new section of the Flemingsburg bypass is now open. Traffic is now moving from Maysville Road to Old Kentucky 57 at Sleepy Run. Old Kentucky 57 will be closed from downtown to the bypass until Sunday. Officials are warning drivers that they'll be striping that road through the afternoon hours.
We're continuing to follow a consumer alert for Honda drivers this afternoon. Honda has expanded a recall of older model vehicles with Takata airbags. The vehicles affected were manufactured between 2003 and 2005. And some troubling new details about that airbag recall. A new report claims the manufacturer knew the airbags were dangerous 10 years ago, but covered up the results of the secret test. Federal safety regulators have reopened their investigation.
Job growth continued in October as employers added 214,000 jobs in the country. The Labor Department reporting today that the unemployment rate fell to 5.8%. Despite the increase in jobs, Americans are not upbeat about the economy because wages have remained stagnant. The median family income in the United States has fallen back to 1995 levels.
Well, it was a shopaholic's dream this morning at Fayette Mall. A dozen new stores opened up. About 120 people waited in line. Some spent the morning dancing with joy. You see them there. Folks waited for the doors to be opened at stores like H&M, Swarovski, and Altered State. There was an official ribbon-cutting ceremony for the new section of the mall just in time for the holiday shopping season.
I was like, yeah, because I mean, H&M's usually at like Cincinnati, then they brought one to Louisville, and now it's finally here in Lexington, so it's local, something to go to.
Now, if you're worried about parking, officials tell us additional parking spaces are available, and Lextran has added a stop by the Cheesecake Factory.
All right, so there's Cincinnati and Louisville. Some big things happening in Lexington.
It's here. It's all here.
All right, are schools dishing out healthier meals than the ones that you might be making at home and sending with the kids?
And we have the answer to living longer. Ebony Williams has details in this Better Living report.
Researchers at Virginia Tech say school lunches offer better nutritional value than most packed lunches. The study looked at more than 1,300 lunches. Researchers found meals that schools provided were higher in protein, fiber, and calcium, while meals brought from home had more carbohydrates, fat, and sugar. One of the keys to living longer is having a positive outlook. That's according to a study in the British journal The Lancet, which looked at more than 9,000 seniors. Researchers found those who had the greatest sense of worth, purpose, and control were 30% less likely to die during the 8.5-year follow-up period. And if you think smoking cigars is less harmful than cigarettes, a new study says think again. Researchers at the FDA's Center for Tobacco Products found the level of toxic substances and cancer-causing agents is about the same in cigars and cigarettes. Cigar smoking more than doubled in the last decade. Those are some of the day's top health stories. Ebony Williams, CBS News, New York.